Hey everyone, it's Lynxie and welcome back to Niche. So guys, there has been a little bit of an update. We are no longer on version 0.3.2, which is what I think we were on previously. I looked at the results of what you guys wanted from the poll, and you all said, yes, let's go ahead and get a whole new Warrior Cats tribe in. Alright, let's do some new stuff. And I'm alright. Okay, I agree. Let's do that. So now there's a couple of updates. They've changed the grass, I think, a little bit more. You know, things have been slightly altered. Not too much, obviously. Not too much where it's going to be really bad or anything. I don't know. I guess we'll see what the world has for us. Move camera for the WASD. Okay. So yeah, because you see, there we go. We have our stream version and the winter cold version and our warrior cats, which we will say goodbye to since you guys were so keen on having a whole new clans, and hopefully we can diverge a little bit quicker. So obviously you guys know it takes me forever to get off the very first island, so just letting you guys know. So we'll do this as warrior cats. There we go. I still have my ginormous booklet of names. Do not forget my one and only rule when suggesting a name. Suggest 2 names, either both female or both male, or 1 female and 1 male, for everyone. I mean this like as a, don't give me 2 names for Fire Clan and then 2 names for Grass Clan and 2 names for Sky Clan. Just 2 names universally. That's it. Okay, I really need that to happen because there are a lot of people that comment and I can only choose so many names to fill up in a book. I currently have like 5 pages of names, guys. 5 wonderful, wonderful pages. And I can't fill that up so, like, you know, I can only fill it up so much. Everyone deserves a chance. Everyone deserves all of, you know, everything. So, please, please, please just follow that rule for me. Also, always look in the description to see what is happening, what is that, what is what. Sorry. And, you know, if something has happened to the series or, you know, whatever else. I was actually really thinking of doing a Warrior Cat series, but with, oh no! Oh, we had such a beautiful place. Oh, okay, you see, we don't have the winter biome, so we're gonna have to exit here. That's okay. What was I saying? Oh no. I was thinking of doing a Warrior Cat series, like, on The Sims 3, but, you know, like Sari Pixie, or Sari Pixie? Oh my gosh. I kind of wanted to do it just like Sari, but I was like, no, that's really, that I shouldn't, you know. For me to do it like that is really bad to myself, you know? Like, I'm very picky when it comes to, okay, how should I do this or how should I do that? I don't want to be a carbon copy of other female YouTubers. That is not what I want to be. It's not who I want to be. It's nothing that I want to do. So, you know, I'm just going to, maybe we'll have some different things happening in this side. And I actually really like the genes that we're having. Obviously, Adam and Eve have very different genes. It's okay, it's fine. We have the big body, which we most definitely need. In fact, I'm going to be putting that first, the big body, because we definitely need it. Actually, no, let me put the eyes first and then the big body. I always say I'm going to do one thing and I never do it. I'm so... Ugh, I hate myself sometimes. Timing. I need a timer. Secondly, since I never put a timer on and I really need to put one for our series, what else is there? So no more hour-long episodes, guys. I'm sorry. I know you guys enjoyed that, but that was taking such a big toll out of me personally. Oh goodness. I've been watching a lot of Sari lately, if you couldn't tell. I always talk about it on my Twitter now. Gosh, guys, I don't really know what to tell you. Like, I want to be different. I would like to do a series like Sari's, there we go, on the Warrior Cats thing for The Sims 3, and I think that'd be really fun, but I don't want to be her copy, you know? I don't want to be a copy of Jessie Mew. I don't want to be a copy of other YouTubers. It's not, that's the one thing I'm scared of, that I will be. It is something that I have been trying to avoid. I try to talk a little bit differently. I try to work and play a little bit differently to avoid that situation, because I don't know, being called like a copy of someone is like the worst thing to me. It's I don't know, it just upsets me. I don't know if you understand how I feel about that, but for myself, it's something that's ugh. Okay, but enough rambling, I guess. So I've decided, in order to become a leader, you have to have the most perfect traits available. If a rogue comes in and has better traits, that person will obviously be past the star. Now we're going to hopefully see if we have a rock close by, or somewhat close by, where an apprentice, and yes, the apprentice suffix, that last part of their name, will continue to be a thing as soon as they're born. It takes way too long to put in the kit part, and then change it and everything. So, as much as I love, so many things like that, it's just, yeah. Okay, we have 3 new pages, actually. So, what else is it? I think Big Body now gives us defense, by the way. It does. It gives us a little bit of a defense. They did up it just a teensy tiny bit for us. Thank goodness, though. Those balance bears were crazy. Now they're not so much anymore. When I first played it and I found, I think, we found a balance bear, about 2 or 3 of them, and we could not hit them at all. They just had such high defense. It was insane. But getting past that, let's go here. Let's really look at this. Obviously, if you had suggested names before and I had chosen them, you can still suggest names. That's a-okay with me. Your previous names or names that I have already seen will not be included, obviously, because we need to let new names come in. Do not be scared to give me kitty pet names. Don't be scared to give me names about fur, about just how, about their personality. Don't be afraid to give me those kinds of things. I do mark it if you want a specific, like a very, very specific creature. I try to mark that down. But you have to bear with me that it does kind of, you're not always going to get what you want every now and again. But we have 4 beautiful creatures here. Our Eve is gorgeous. She has a velvet paw and a running leg. No horns, but she does have the ram horns hidden away, and she actually has a fishing tail, and so does our Adam. So fishing tails are perfect for our tribe because we're going to be going to the winter biome, the winter island. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Let's go ahead and find a female name now, though. I really like this name of Scarlet Knight, and that was by LPS Fox a long time ago. But obviously, I really like the fact that maybe we can call her ScarletStar because she is a leader. I did brush up a little bit on the warrior code from the Warrior Cat series, and I wanted to say that you can have kits as a leader. Nothing says that. It's just in clans, it's usually looked down upon because maybe you would give special treatment to your family members instead of the entire clan. But that's it. It's not against the warrior code. It's really not. You could really be passed over, obviously, but in our world, in our version, in order to become a leader, you need to keep giving birth to litters of nichelings. That's just how it goes, to our cats, really. You guys said that you did not want to have horns. That's the thing. I'm still debating whether I want horns or not, because that is just some free attack, and it helps. But we can start a clan of little oddballs, cats that don't mix, that don't fit in. So crackerjaws are obviously not going to be in that kind of thing unless they have horns, like our babies now. Horned babies, duckbill babies, what else? What other... Whoops. Not that. What else? What is really, really, really weird, or something we would consider weird? Frog legs. Webbed hind legs are probably not the best. I'll think about that one, though. I'm not quite sure if I want it or not. Toxic body is like an omen. So there are different types of mutations that we have currently that we shouldn't be having, and because of that, you know, those cats will get kicked out, but not really, obviously, unless there's something super fundamentally wrong with them. And they will find a whole new pack, a new clan, they'll forge a new clan, and that's when we usually have our Sky Clan come in, and they'll be beautiful, beautiful, really weird children. So big bodies, a lot of the bodies are a-okay with me, lean, medium, big. Water body I will allow only because we could have a water clan, so that's the only time I will allow it. Spiky body, I'm a little iffy on them. Personally, I think spiky body is something that they would see as very, very bad from StarClan, so they would probably kick that cat out very, very quickly. Eye colors are usually okay unless you have violet eyes. I think those would be considered bad as well, and they would want to separate themselves from that kit, or apprentice, I apologize. So fangs is a-okay. The derp snout, it is no longer called the spit snout, it is a derp snout now. That's okay, you know. So different things like that will help shape our clan. I will be writing a little bit of a rule book for myself. If you want to check it out as a document, that's a-okay. I will let that everyone see that. Hopefully no one will edit it. Even so, I'll keep a hard copy for myself so that way, you know, just in case. I want medicine cats. I want medicine cats to have their own nest, meaning they will be taking a part of a nest away. Whether they're male or female doesn't matter. They obviously can have kits if they want to, but it is considered, at least in our clans, the highest treachery to have kits if you are not the leader or the leader's mate. Obviously, it is a very, very horrible thing that you would ever dare to bear kits that are not as perfect as the leader's kits. So that can form a lot of trouble. But here we have ScarletStar. Let me go ahead and mark that real fast. I forgot to. Her mate, who is a little bit of an oddball himself. These clans will firstly definitely be a little bit strange. So let's go ahead and find a good name for him. Alright, I like Venom Pool. And that is from Notice Senpai, apparently. From, like I said, a long, long time ago. That's like our very first episode kind of thing. So, Venom Pool. For those of you curious as to why I capitalize that one of the suffixes, is just because it's easier for me to read. I have very, very horrible eyesight. So just letting you know. Here we have a beautiful baby, a cracker jaw, perfect, with gorgeous green eyes. He's absolutely beautiful, has very nice spotted fur. His horns are like a pinkish kind of color. For now, we will allow the horns, obviously, but for certain ones, we definitely will not allow it. So it really, really, really depends as to how far we get today and seeing what we can do. But this baby has excellent, you know, he's good. I am a little bit sad that he just has a medium body. I really was hoping that he would get the big body so we can also have some nice defense. But we will have specific hunters, we will have specific scouts, you know, hopefully. Medicine cats, I want at least maybe 2 medicine cats. They can kind of share the nest, but I want them to definitely be able to run around the clan and lick whoever got hurt. That will be the only exception. No one else can heal them. There will be a new role, which are berry pickers, who are sentenced to life on just picking berries. And obviously they're able to break away if they want to, but it's very, 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 very treacherous to do so. We will have hopefully just people that will scout around on the brush here on the coast, who are just, you know, our fishers or whatever else, depending on the clan and who they are. So it really, really depends on what we see. Hopefully you guys can also give me a few challenges. Hopefully you guys can give me some more ideas as to, okay, what specifically needs to be said in order to become a leader, what needs to be said in order to become a certain thing. We won't have like apprentices who are tutored or mentored, really, just because it does take away a little bit of it, but I'm also thinking of it. I don't know if I want to completely added. And this episode might be one of the longer ones just because I'm explaining so much, and I know you guys are like, let's get to the thing. Let's go. You guys are excited, I know. But let's go ahead. I like this name for him. Spot Ridge. So currently Spot Paw. And later, like I said, his name will be Spot Ridge. And that was from Ramona Smith. Thank you so much, dear. It was a beautiful name. And we actually have like a little acorn baby, Kerduk, over here. Gorgeous, gorgeous babies. Eyesight isn't too much of a problem right now. He has gorgeous brown eyes, very, very pretty. Kind of like his mother's. Good high fertility. Very, very high fertility for these boys. Velvet paw, runner leg. I think his brother actually had the 2 runner legs, so I think he might be one of those creatures that would probably continue on in the pack. Or clan, I apologize. ScarletStar's, you know, she's just got a beautiful fur. She really, really, really does. I love her fur. So this baby, a little bit more plain. Also cracker jaw, horns, good hind legs. Let's call him... I really like the name for him being Cinder Jaw. So it'll be Cinder Paw for now. And that name was given to us by Strawberry Frosted Cake a long, long time ago as well, I think. So there we are. You're going to see a lot of little clips here and there, and that's just me getting rid of little awkward bits, but that's about it. This baby, though, Spot Paw, he is perfect to be one of those berry pickers, like I said. I really, really like the idea of having a berry picker, very, very specific to us, to them. So let's go ahead and put ScarletStar right here so she can just kind of look around. We'll have Venompool do this, and I guess he'll mate with her. And there we go. We actually have a female now. Gorgeous, very high fertility, like I said. Spots, brown fur. Well, she does have brown fur, technically. Brown eyes. She's good. Good hind legs, everything. Another runner leg, so beautiful for another berry picker in the family. And in fact... oh, someone gave me a very, very, very good name for this at one point. That was Berry Whisker. I think that'll fit her beautifully. So let's call her Berry Paw. There we go. And that was from Fluffy Puppy. A long, long time ago. Like I said, you guys can suggest names all you want. That is a-okay. Only give me 2 names universally, though. Okay. Just make me a promise of that, because, like I said, pet peeve. Pet peeve. I don't think we have anything specific. Cinderpaw, he's a little bit better in just rummaging around in the ground for us. So he's just kind of doing what he wants to do. Let me go ahead and move Venompool over here just a little bit, and then we'll move him this way. And we'll have ScarletStar move over here, and then obviously she'll pick her own stuff. Another baby, kind of like a very burnt cheetah almost. Not as high fertility as her brothers and sisters. Sadly, just a little bit on the normal fertility side, because, you know, she's got 5 fertility instead of 6 like the others. Beautiful big nose, beautiful ram horns. Good, good. Velvet paw, runner leg, brown eyes. Very cute, very cute. Brown horns too. Very, very, very brown. So let me find a name that was a little bit earlier. Ooh, that might be a good name. I think Leopard Pool right now would work quite well. So Leopard Paw. And that was from Abby a long, long time ago as well. Gorgeous. We have such beautiful names. We're not getting too much food at the moment. That's okay. You know, eventually we will have a lot more. We are just having so many children at the moment, though, that it's going to definitely be hard to make sure that we have what we need. Oh, great. And Berry Paw actually found us a beautiful another spot. A beautiful nest that hopefully we can have a medicine cat in. The medicine cats will specifically have herb at the end of their name. I know that in warrior cats they do not have this kind of suffix. This is simply for us so that way we know who is a medicine cat and who is not. Currently, I'm thinking those with a little bit of the lower tier. Maybe Cinderpaw would make for an excellent, you know, an excellent medicine cat for us. Oh, and I completely forgot. Spotpaw definitely needs his name. Also, in order to become a leader, I want you to be able to run to the nearest rock and kind of sit there for a turn, and then you will earn your star name. As for apprenticeships, I don't know how to go about that yet. I think for now we will just leave it and I'll just change their name as we go, as if they sat in a vigil. But I know that they're supposed to like go to Mother Mouth at least, I think, every time, you know, you have an apprentice, but it might take us a little bit longer, especially since they only have 2 movement at that point, and they're not really serving their clan as best as they can at that. So we'll see how we go. Alright, so Spotridge now has his name, and none of his siblings do. We need a new name for this more chocolate baby who has the blind eyes and his recessive, sadly. We were doing pretty well eye-wise. We just had a little bit of a mix-up, it looks like. That's alright. He has brown eyes too. It's okay. Normal fertility. It's alright. It's alright. No horns, thankfully, because we're gonna have to be cutting those out more than likely. Otherwise, he's pretty much the same as his brothers and sisters. And so I will go with Oakshade. So his name will be Oakpaw for now. And Oakshade was given to us by Mark Garland. So thank you very, very much for such an excellent name. Hopefully we will be able to get off the island at this point in time. I'm really hoping that we can. Just because there is a whole lot more that we need to do. Let's do that. Have Berry Paw obviously pick some berries. Kind of her job at the moment anyway. Leopard Paw, how about you go walk around for us? Kind of look around for us, my dear. That would be very helpful. Venom Pool, I want you to stay rather close to the nest, but not too close, obviously. ScarletStar, go sit in your nest and mate as you need to do. That is your one and only goal. We actually have Kaduk, who's so much, very much like his brother Oakpaw, that it's quite funny actually, except he has black eyes. Otherwise, they are basically the same. Immunity-wise though, and fertility-wise, they are a bit different. But they look quite the same. And so, since he does have the, like, he's very, very, very much the same as his brother, I'm going to call him Echo Feather. And that name was given to us by Foxy Coco Kit Kat too, I think. I hope so. So now we have Echo Paw, Cinder Jaw. There we go. And Berry Paw doesn't earn her name just yet. So we sit in a vigil. Let's listen around. It looks like we have a lot of moles everywhere. Not many creatures coming up to us yet. It's a bit upsetting for this pack. They always want people to join them since they're very relatively new. But you can only have so many people join you, my dears. Berry Paw not really living up to her name of being, you know, picking up berries. Not yet anyway. Here we go. We will have ScarletStar, you will just pick what you can and sit in your nests. And we'll have Venom Pool just kind of sit in the middle. We have another female. Ooh, another double runner leg. No horns, big nose, high fertility, with spots, very burnt orange. Good, good. And I like the name for her being Sparkling Flare, and that is from Ice Cream Bunny. So it'll be Sparkling Paw for now. And the name just kind of came to me just because I feel like the spots are kind of like sparkles, you know, in her pelt. She's gorgeous. She's excellent. She's very, very good. I think I would probably have mated her with her brother Spotridge at one point, but since they share the same immunities, it's not gonna happen now. something just occurred to me was the fact that a lot of these children actually have the A and G or the A and F, and they are not getting that B immunity to move over, it looks like, or they're not getting the G or F immunity. So that's very, very, very dangerous at this time of, at this time. I really like Berry Paw though. I hope that she will be the next leader. Hopefully. Yeah, I feel like out of everyone, she would probably be the next one. Cinderjaw is obviously very good as well, but I prefer Spot Ridge or Berry Paw to be the next leaders. It's just a very, 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 very big problem since we're not getting good immunities. A Digging Paw would seem like it would fit very well about now, though. So hopefully when ScarletStar dies, we'll have better opportunities for these cats. And Berry Paw deserves to have her name. It seems like she doesn't really want to have her name, though, her warrior name. It feels like, to me, that she would rather not. She wants to be her own, cat. She doesn't want to have any problems. She doesn't want to continue collecting berries for her mother. Which I apologize for, my dear, but you're gonna have to do it. Someone has to. Everyone else, sees where their talents lie, what they need to be doing. And it seems like you are the only one that doesn't. I don't think Cinderjaw wants to stand there all day and do that, but he has to. You don't get much of a choice in this clan right now, since they're just starting out. Let's see if maybe... there is another creature. Oh! She actually introduces into us a claw. She introduces us to some hemophilia, sadly. Immunity I. Infertility as well, though. Infertility is such a big problem. I would probably nab her, and I don't know who she would ever be able to mate with, other than maybe Oakpaw, who is still so young. She couldn't mate with Spot Ridge at all. Maybe with Venom Pool? But even then, his fertility isn't as high as, as his mates, as ScarletStar's. So it'd be a very, 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 very big risk as well. But it seems like this lone female seems to be just wandering elsewhere. She doesn't want anything to do with our clan of gray and brown babies, apparently. Alright, we have another male, then Duke. High fertility, good. B and F, good. Medium body, runner leg, good, 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 good. Very good elsewhere. I like the name for this baby being Burnt Heart, and that was from Kristen Weaver. Thank you so much. So it'll be Burnt Paw, which is quite funny on this kit, I think. Alright, good. I was just like, is ScarletStar pregnant? She doesn't look pregnant to me. She is. Alright, Leopard Paw deserves to have her name, which is Leopard Pool. Currently, no signs from StarClan that we should be, having a medicine cat at the moment, so I think they are good, they are clear. If we had a baby that looked supremely different and was very, 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 very strange to us, I think we would instead have... Uh-oh. Make sure you're collecting that, Cinderjaw. That's kind of your job. I think we would have a whole different situation. There's a little bunny rabbit over here for Oakpaw to get. And he brought it home, thankfully, for his family to have. Burnt Paw, I'm going to move you out here. And it looks like Lacey's actually got hurt. I wonder if maybe... Venom Pool wants to invite her into the pack. She doesn't seem to be the smartest baby in the bunch, Alright, Lacey's. I'm gonna see if I can invite you. No, dear, come back here. It's okay. I promise you it's alright. For now, come here, you silly goose. She's a bit on the dumb side, it looks like. She does not want to come near us at all. She would rather kill herself, apparently, than to do that. Thankfully, Venom Pool brought us in. Since she is only sick because she drowned herself, she's gonna be interesting to have. I actually want to give her a loner name. I feel like she's better off, you know what, since she drowned herself, I think she'd be better as a kitty pet than anything else. Amazingly, I don't really see many kitty pet names being tossed around. She's a little ferocious kitty pet. I think we would call her maybe, I'll name her Willow. There we go. Totally not because I was watching Sari and Sari just happened to name her sim Willow at one point. Definitely not the reason. So Willow is actually pregnant. She's gonna go ahead and go on to the other side so that way hopefully so ScarletStar doesn't notice her. You know, ScarletStar is not the type of cat who supports infidelity between her clans, you know. She seems very, 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 very into the fact that once you have a mate, you are only allowed to have your mate. So, for her mate to cheat, it's a bit scandalous. So we have also Nero Kier. I think we are going to stop after this baby. After this baby, I think we're going to... Ooh, you know what? Actually, yeah. Yeah, we're really not getting too much of a diversity between these children. It's a bit scary. So we'll have to just rush off into the next island then, in that case. And hope that, you know, everything's okay. Alright, so let's go with this baby. It's a male, blonde fur, blind eyes, sadly, in his recessive. He's alright, he's okay. I think for this baby, I'm going to go with Shade Soul. And that is by Tiffany... Vaughan? How do you say that? It's a GH. I don't know if it's like an F. So for now it is Shade Paw. We have many, many babies that probably deserve their warrior name by now. Oak Paw needs his name. And after these two babies are done, I think we'll have to figure out who we're taking at that point. I don't want this episode to go too long, hopefully. Alright, so then let's skip the day. Interesting, interesting. I'm actually going to go ahead and have Willow quickly sidestep her way all the way over here so that way she knows where she's going. She understands that she needs to get the heck out of here. Good job, Leopard Pole. You actually found us some food, some yummy, 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 yummy food. And we are just lighting up the way with our other nichelings really fast. It's a bit strange, you know, not having so many people enter your territory. It looks like we might actually end up starving at this point. It's a bit scary. For a clan that has so many numbers and so many wonderful children, to end up starving is something, well, it's something, alright? We'll have ScarletStar just go ahead and pick up whatever meats she can, though, and I will bring Venom Pool all the way back over here so he can hopefully gather just a couple of berries for us, and we'll move some of the children, like I said, outwards, so that way they can begin their long trek over. I'm looking at a couple of them. I don't really know. I know Spot Ridge I want to add to us just because he's really good. Along with Berry Whisker, she's also wonderfully good. You know, babies that don't technically have any issues, Burnt Paw more than likely will go to the next pack. Echo Paw, oops, I didn't notice that I said each paw instead of Echo. Echo Paw, whose name is now, Echo Feather. Good, good. Leopard Pool, Sparkling Paw, Echo Feather, Burnt Paw, Oakshade. Oakshade, oh goodness, what should I do with you, Oakshade? I don't know if I want to include you or not. He does have the Blind Eyes Recessive, which is why I don't want specific ones to go. Because I know that for now it's going to be difficult to decide. I kind of want Willow to go, even though she's not exactly the best child that we could ever have or anything. but she does provide us with a little bit more entertainment than a lot of the other creatures. But Berry Whisker definitely needs to go. Her immunities and everything are just excellent enough for me to secure her a place, along with Burnt Paw. Burnt Paw is also, like I said, very, very, very good. Excellent. Otherwise, Oakshade is a maybe. Echo Feather is a maybe. Leopard Pool is a yes. Sparkling Paw, who should be Sparkling Flare, is a yes. There we are, my dear. I said she is a yes, so I'll put her on the yes pile over there. Cinderjaw is also a maybe. Willow is a yes, despite her being way different than the others. I think it'd be very, very, very funny to include her. Although I would normally include Spot Ridge, I'm not sure if I want to include him though. Ooh, Nukir, our newest baby that I have not yet named, definitely is a yes. Not sure about Shadepaw. We have so many nichelings. It's very, very hard to keep up with so many of them. And a lot of them are not females, actually. Only a couple of them are. I like Nuku as well, despite his infertility, which I think would create a very, very interesting things. He looks supremely different than the others. That much is true. Let me bring ScarletStar all the way over here, so hopefully she can bring that food. Oh, and it was just enough to feed her pack, or her clan. She was very, very mindful of them. Why does Nukir look so different? He's much tinier, despite him even being a one. He also has green eyes. He's really pretty, actually. So much so that I'm going to name him Spotty Paw, and that was from Layla the Dragon, and later his name will be Spotty Fang. And most definitely this more orange baby over here, Nuku, needs a name. I really like the name Phoenix Talon for him. It fits actually very well. So his name for now will be Phoenix Paw. And like I said, later on it will be Phoenix Talon, and that is from Cameron Heron. Alright, let's see. Who else needs to be added on here? Like I said, I wasn't sure about Oakshade, and I wasn't sure about Echo Feather in that case as well. In this case, Oakshade is probably the one to go instead of Echo Feather. Sadly, because Echo Feather actually has quite the same immunities as the other babies, and that is something we can't always allow. There's so many things that we can't allow in that. And in fact, I kind of wanted to add ScarletStar, hopefully, but she's kind of like a liability as well. It's very, very difficult for me to choose whether I wanted to add her in or not. We're definitely having Spotty Paw there. He can run all the way there. He is a quick child. Like, wow. Didn't know someone could be that fast. I don't think we're bringing Shadepaw, despite me really enjoying him as well. Venom Pool, I don't think we can add. Yeah, Cinderjaw definitely has to go, or can't go, I mean. I want Phoenix Paw to go, we just don't have enough food currently. It's getting closer to the wire, you know? And this little rabbit just ate away all of our dreams. Yeah, wow. Was I adding Spot Ridge in there? He has the G immunity, actually. Yes, Spot Ridge has to go. He has the G immunity, an immunity that we do not have at all. Alright, we're gonna have to kick these two on the lower immunity rank. Just for us, they have to eat last, and hopefully it'll add up. We have currently 4 nichelings. 5. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, Willow has to be an alpha. Oakshade has to be an alpha. They have to eat first, you know? Nuku, Phoenix Paw has to be an alpha. Spotty Paw. Like I said, Willow. Berry Whisker. Leopard Pool. Sparkling Flare. These all have to be alphas. They have to eat. They can't not eat. You know, Spot Ridge is kind of in the middle of that. I don't know whether I would want him to or not. In fact, I'll put Spotty Paw as like a B for now, as like a beta. Wow, there wasn't a large source of food this time. Not enough to handle so many nichelings. Just seeing them get hurt like that is very sad. I wish I had enough so I could feed them, you know? It just happened to not work. Wow, Phoenix Paw, you're so close. You are keeping us here just another day in heck. Where we can't even really feed each other. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Alright, ScarletStar, I know, baby. I know you came from the bottom tier. I know, but you have to survive. To have a clan like this, so excellent. Wow, I didn't notice that Echo Feather actually has the immunity B as well. What? And I let you starve? Come here. You're an alpha among star ranks. It's just sad. It's sad to really see a lot of them wither away in the way that they have to. But someone has to at this point. It's just a thing of, okay, someone has to do it. I'm really sad about ScarletStar. I wish I could have brought her with us. I think she would have been an excellent cat to join us on our little hunts and our little quests of plenty. You know, here she is still providing for her clan as best she can, though. She wants to at least be able to provide them with enough food before they're on their journey home. I say home, but really they're just going off into a whole nother area, but you know what I mean. So eyesight shouldn't be too much of a problem. It should be a-okay. We can have blind nichelings and everything. That's fine with me. I just didn't want them to have the short-sightedness. I wanted them to either be blind or to have the larger eyes. So now that we have that, we're good. Big body needs to be the next big thing, though, with them. As for anything else, it's kind of like up in the air as to whatever else they get. I would prefer them to have the nimble fingers or the digging paw. It seems like they didn't gather enough to have the 0 out of 35 total berries collected. What? We had more than enough berries. Uh-oh, looks like we might have encountered a bug that might not get us the nimble fingers anymore. Oh no. Okay, well, we'll have to also rely on the claw, I think. So this is our members who will eventually break away from being together. Wow. They look rather the same almost. A lot of them look very, very, very much alike. But I know that they will definitely be very different. So with that being said, I will leave it here, guys. I'm actually going to start recording the next episode. That way I can put it up hopefully the next day. And, you know, you guys can obviously suggest names on this episode and suggest names on the next episode as well. And I will add them because we are running out of them so quickly. Just note that we can only have 2 names suggested, not per clan, but for all of them, universally. Okay, I apologize. I know that maybe this setup episode was a little bit annoying, a little bit irritating. I apologize for that. We are just setting up. We are going to set rules, guidelines. We are going to be setting up certain things that need to happen. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. If you guys have anything else to suggest for me, go ahead and do so. Like I said, if you guys want a specific thing, we can do. You know, like, okay, you know, you can become a leader if instead, if you don't want to have children, you have to be the most apex hunter that you can be. You know, you have to go out in search of trouble. You know, we can have rogue gangs almost. Like a thing of nichelings that obviously are not right for each other. Maybe sometimes they might have very, very bad paws. Maybe they don't work together. Maybe they are very dysfunctional and they are just having kids like crazy. So we'll see. I'm excited. All right, guys, I'll see you all later. Bye.